Welcome to Glitches to Gold, a weekly podcast birthed from my obsession with living a successful life. It began with chasing an Olympic dream and resulted in a 30-year obsession explored through sport, neuroscience, psychology, energetics, quantum mechanics, religion, art, and beauty. Sometimes chasing and achieving external markers, and at others experiencing the absolute opposite. Yet both taught me the same undeniable truth, and I'm here to share what I have discovered in the journey of mastering the alchemy of life, turning glitches to gold and success into overflow. If you like the podcast, share the love, like, rate, and subscribe on your favourite platform. Hi, my loves, and welcome to today's episode of Glitches to Gold. And as I'm recording this, I'm actually looking out over the most stunning view of the North Wessex countryside. It's an area of natural outstanding beauty in the UK, and honestly it's been amazing. The view from the property that I'm on is stunning. I'm house sitting, pet sitting. I've been looking after horses and pigs and dogs and cats, and it's been glorious, and honestly it's my ideal property. I'm surrounded by land, and I've been out hacking, and I've galloped and cantered all around the countryside. It's been amazing. And as I'm recording this, I want you to know that one of the things that has come up for me is the activation of recognizing what it is you want. And today, what I want to talk about is the uncomfortable truth of desire. In the personal development world, in manifesting and abundance, and whether you're talking about money or love or a bigger career or your business being successful, you want to have fame and success and all of those things, nobody really ever talks about how uncomfortable desire is. And one of the ways that women and men are unable to achieve the things that they want is because they can't bear the uncomfortable pressure of desire. Because they've been taught to believe that they have to hold that pressure, hold and be pressurized with it, so it's so uncomfortable that in the end they just give up, they throw it away, because when they can't see it happening fast, manifesting fast. If you can hear footprints in the background, this is one of the dogs I'm taking care of. But if it doesn't happen fast, it's just too unbearable to the nervous system. But this has happened because when you were a child and you didn't get what you want, you didn't know how to transmute that energy to allow that energy to move through your body. And so it became like, what would happen if I don't get it? And I really want it, and I have all of this powerful energy in my body, and I don't know what to do with it. However, let me change the scenario for a minute and help you to understand that as an adult, hopefully all of you have experienced an orgasm. Now, when you're having sex with somebody, you know, all on your own, but you know that there is a point that you don't want to rush to the climax. You don't want to rush to the ending. In fact, becoming a good lover to yourself, with another, is about being able to hold the pleasure. And that's the misunderstanding. So the difference between pressure and pleasure when we talk about desire. So a pressurized hunger says I'm in lack. So if there's a point of going, oh my God, I'm absolutely starving, I'm so hungry, I don't know what to do, I don't know where the next meal is coming, that hunger of I don't have any power or control and I desperately need is pressure. And if we're coming from that energy, it's because we've put something onto the outcome of what we desire as about survival. So if it's about your business, it's about your love life, it's about your money, some part of you is believing it's about survival. And if I don't get this thing, and if I don't figure out, I'm going to die. I'm going to die. I don't know what to do. I'm starving to death. Survival, survival. It's a very awful pressure, and it's not the truth. And what happens is, if you come from that, you will never achieve the thing that you want without a sacrifice, a burnout, a struggle, a push, a hustle. Things will move further away from you because the universe does not respond to lack. And it is that lack in the feeling of pressurized survival mode, pressure instead of pleasure. And when we think instead of coming to the orgasm, and we think about holding the delicious orgasm that we're building to, and the pleasure through your body, it's a very different experience. you start to notice that it's all about, oh, I want to indulge. I want to be in this moment. I don't want to rush to the outcome. The outcome is spectacular. But getting to the outcome is just as amazing. And you want the ability to hold it. Now, when you're young, when you're just starting out into your sexual life, yeah, you don't really get it. The same as when you're a kid, you don't really get it. It's a mastery of age that enables you, of age and practice, to understand how to hold the unfolding, the pleasure of the unfolding, and the pressure. Because let's be honest, when you're having sex, you know there has to be not just pleasure, but there does have to be a pressure that is a friction, that's getting you excited. And it's the same. You've got to be able to hold the uncomfortable in your body, the uncomfortable truth of desire. Now, I'm saying this from someone who's also aware that as I've been staying here, I've had massive insights, because the desire that I want, of the life that I want, of the home that I wanted, I've kind of known it, but I've also become very aware. Being in this space, I've been holding myself apart from it. I came to realize that I was holding myself apart because I believed that it wasn't about a man, but it was the idea that a house this big, with this much space, that I could take up this much space, that actually I'd have to have it with a family, with a man, and I'd have to wait. I'd have to wait until those things lock in. I don't want children, but if I wanted to have it, then you're supposed to have it with somebody else. And so I've been waiting. And instead of holding the unfolding of my desire, instead I've been in waiting energy. And waiting energy is like dead energy. If you waited for an orgasm to happen, it will never come, because you're not doing anything. You're not in the unfolding of it. You're not in the pleasure or the pressure of it. It's just dead energy, waiting for it to change. Yeah? You're holding your power back. And in this process of being aware of the going, oh God, here's this pattern, this part of me that has believed it, where my energy, when we think about energetics, instead of my energy going forward to the thing that I want, because you're full of creative force and your desire is telling you the truth, the real desire, not from your head, not from your ego, but the energy that really comes through you, just like an orgasm, this life force energy that's telling you what you want, where you want to go, what do you want to have. Yeah? It's directing you, and they're good and right for you. It's not sinful or bad, it's good and right for you to enjoy this pleasure and unfolding of what you're creating with this life force inside of you. That desire, and if it's not coming from hunger, because there's something else that needs to be dealt with first, if it's coming from hunger, then you need to deal with a need that you've associated with your desire, and that's not the same. When we expand into the truth of who we are, which is something we've been exploring inside of Unlimited, and if you want to check out Unlimited, come join us. It's amazing. It's all about these incredible, you ask, it is given, seek and you will find, these riffs inside this Telegram group. Come for a month, check it out. It will blow your mind. We've got exercises, we've got riffs, we're doing things about this expansion of remembering who you are as an infinite being, an eternal being, an unlimited being who gets to create with the desire through her body. And the link is in the show notes, or just head on over to glitchestogold.com, or get in touch on social media, all the things. But when you know this through your body, when you fully expand, then you can move into an abundance frequency, and that's what we're talking about. When you're moving into it being abundant, it's all available to you, you're shifting your mind, your body, and your energy to a frequency that says it's all available to me. I'm at the buffet of life, and it's really about my preference, and I get out of my own fucking way. I get out of my own fucking way. Because when it's pressure, and when it's waiting, and you're getting in your way, when these energetics, beliefs, limiting energetic blocks on your body, it's because you're protecting yourself and holding yourself back. And that was what I was doing with this understanding, this experience. Being here has helped me become aware of all the ways I was holding myself back. And I realized as well that, yes, about the house, but also my desire for the relationship, I've also been holding myself back from the level of love that I want, because I didn't want to get hurt. I didn't want to get hurt again. And I was saying, well, when I get to having my multi-millions, then I'll have the love, because then I'll be safe. And if you've read my free guidebook, my free ebook, The Hidden Patterns, Why Some Women Are Great with Money and Others Aren't, If you go do that, you'll look at the patterns and you'll realise that actually that is part of a pattern. This is a belief in me that my mum instilled, a family pattern that said, oh my gosh, you know, you've got to have money so you can leave, so you can choose, so you can stay, because you don't have freedom. And it's only the money that gives you freedom. Again, that's a limiting belief. Freedom has nothing to do with money. Money can be a passport, money can be fuel, you can be very happy for that freedom. But freedom is an energy, it's a frequency, it's a mindset, it's a belief. And you get to decide. So that's what I've been clearing up. That's what I've been realigning. I've been using EFT. I've been using the exercise that we're using inside of Unlimited. I've been using prayer. I've been using all the tools in my box, because I have a fucking enormous box of tools that I help my clients with, and myself. I always leave myself. But because I'm expanding into a new level. And I want you to know it's not a done deal. And you get better at holding your desires. You get better at releasing what's in the way. Because when it comes from pleasure, it's about letting go. And just like in sex, it's about letting go. Letting go to the orgasm. Letting go and allowing the orgasm. Your experience and your enjoyment and your unfolding, it's letting go. It's letting go and holding the pressure of desire. Letting go of the outcome and enjoying the moment. That's the difference. And when we want to unfold in abundance, when we want to be unlimited, when we want to have the money coming out of our wazoo, when we want to have all the things that we know. And the truth is, you only ever want money to have the things that money brings you. That money brings you, whether that's travel, whether that's freedom, whether that's the house, whether that's the desire of the business. It's what you think money will give you, and it's what you think money gives you, which either gets you knotted into pressure or pleasure. If you think it's bringing you an orgasm, orgasmic in your life, then you're going to love money. Yeah, you're going to be orgasmic in that energy. But the key, of course, to all manifestation, to all creation, all unfolding, is that you've got to be in that state already. You've got to be here like you're fucking loving this experience, that you're having an incredible love affair with the universe, and you're building yourself up to this amazing orgasm. And each time you get the things that you want, the manifestations, you're enjoying the unfolding of it, and you get the full orgasmic state, and you're celebrating the whole thing. That's when it changes, because you're not coming from pressure. You're not coming from, oh my God, it's so uncomfortable to hold this desire that I have to get rid of it now. I've got to throw it away. I've got to throw it away. I can't hold it. And so when you're in that pressurized state, you're like towards it and away from it, and towards it and away from it. You throw the desire away. You head into waiting. You hold it apart from yourself, because you're still stuck in a place where it thinks it's uncomfortable to be in desire. Instead, how do I get to hold desire? How do I get to be unlimited? How do I get to be in the what if it's already done? And what now? How do you get to feel the beautiful pleasure and pressure in your body in a way that feels orgasmic? And that is the key. So if today's podcast has ignited something in you, and you can feel it, and hopefully it's given you some bloody ahas, yes. As I said, go check out the free ebook. Go get it. It's incredible. It's powerful. It's deep. Go check it out. glitchestogold.com. glitchestogold.com. Yeah? Or DM me at the Joe Warwick on Instagram, Facebook. Just get in touch. Or always in the show notes. You can find all the details in the show notes. I love you. I appreciate you. I love you being a follower, a listener. Rate, like, subscribe, do all the things. Be in my world. But what I want for you is to have an orgasmic life. What I want for you is to have an unlimited life. What I want for you is to have all the things that you deeply desire, and enjoying the unfolding to it, because you got comfortable in the uncomfortable truth of desire.